After fighting to the depths, Malyn finally reached the horn's location to find a mysterious note left behind with instructions. Once back outside, he spent the night at the campsite to regain the strength lost from so much time down in the depths. Without haste, Malyn raced off towards Riverwood to find the horn and who had taken it and find some answers on why. Alright, we should be coming up on Riverwood soon. Pretty sure this is the way. It's been a little while since we've been over here, but pretty sure this feels right. Oh, what the? Trying to sneak up on me, are you? The heck was that? Is there an ambush set for me? There's a note. As instructed, you are to eliminate Malyn Faris by any means necessary. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Somebody wants this poor fool dead. We've already received payment for the contract. Failure is not an option. Astrid. Wait, the Dark Brotherhood was sent after me? But why? Man, I wonder who I would have made upset. These are some nice looking shoulder pads. Let's keep moving. Wasn't expecting to get jumped today. Alright, come on girl, we're almost there. Just over this mountain. There it is. There's Riverwood. Can't believe that someone sent an assassin after me. Does that mean that people know that I'm the Dragonborn and they're afraid or something? I'm not sure, it's just so odd. Sleeping Giant Inn. Alright, we're where we're supposed to be. Alright, stay here, girl.
On in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Excuse me?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
I'll probably do some food.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
See what you have. An ale sounds nice. And I'll just take an apple.
Until next time.
Thank you. Excuse me, miss.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Yeah, I guess I am. But, I was wondering, I'd like to rent the attic room, if that's available.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. Nice size room. They said that they would meet us in here. I guess let's get some rest in the meantime. Or should I? Very worried about that. Here, let's just wait for them. I don't want any surprises. We've been waiting a while. Make sure we're in the right room. Excuse me?
You're that visitor been poking around.
I'm sorry to bother you, but where was my room again? I think I've been in the wrong room.
Next to the door, the room on the left.
Oh, next to the door. Thank you. This is quaint, I guess. Not as great as the other room.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this.
The horn.
We need to talk.
Wait, you took
Follow
it?
me.
Okay. She's the one that took the horn. Should I be worried? Seems like she could handle herself. Just in case, we're gonna close this door for privacy.
Now we can talk.
Interesting. People in Skyrim really love wardrobes that actually are secret entrances.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
So you're the one that took the horn?
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act.
So what's with all the cloak and dagger? Why be so secretive?
You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
What do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Well, go on then. I guess I'm listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
Okay, and vice versa. How do I know I can trust you? Because at any point you could just stab me in the back and I would never know, especially since you're already used to doing all this cloak and dagger stuff.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
Guess that's a fair point. But why did you take the horn from Ustengrav then?
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
You mentioned you were looking for a Dragonborn. Why? What can I do for you?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes, actually. That's when I first learned I was a Dragonborn. Or the Dragonborn. I'm not sure how the title works. I actually did it over by the Western Watchtower near Whiterun, and after we killed the dragon, I just absorbed it. The scales melted off, leaving only the skeleton behind, but the soul, I could feel it just enter me and gave me like power. It was exhilarating, a feeling I couldn't explain if I tried to.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
Okay. So, you said Thalmor are after you? Who are the Thalmor?
Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
So, there's something you're not telling me. Because why would I need to be here? Why would you have taken the horn? So, what aren't you telling me?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. You're part of an organization that partners with the Dragonborn, and you know all this about dragons, and you need me to do that and kill them again. That's what it sounds like. You know how crazy this makes you sound? How impossible this sounds?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
What makes you think dragons are coming back to life? Or wouldn't it be that maybe some survived and are coming out of hiding or hibernation? It's not the most impossible theory, right?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Alright, it's a fair trade. So how did you figure all this out? This is a lot of information.
You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember?
Right. You were a dragon's reed. You were the kind of shady person that didn't really seem to be too interested in talking to me.
So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are.
So the Dragonstone was some kind of map. What was on the map?
Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
Alright. So I figured this is coming next, that we have to go there. So where are we headed?
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Well, let's go kill a dragon then.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
Oh, excuse me. Let me turn around while you change.
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
Can I take some of the stuff here? I won't touch it for now, just in case. I don't want to upset her. Just close that. We don't need anybody going down there.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Malyn decided to trust Delphine, even though he still felt odd that she took the horn. After a minute, he decided to ride ahead as he didn't fully trust her yet, and decided to meet her at Kynesgrove. We finally arrived, but the snowstorm would start just as we come up. Just my luck.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Excuse me? There's a dragon attacking Kynesgrove?
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Alright, get to safety. Guess, should we wait, or should we go ahead and deal with it? I think I saw it for a quick second over the mountain. I don't think we have time to wait for whatever her name is. I can't think of it at the moment. I think it's this way. I think it's back the other way. It's gotta be way up the mountain. Here it is. Gotta be careful though. There's Delphine. Be careful, girl. Delphine, I got your back. What is that ray of light? It looks like the soul of the dragon.
Zilgro Dova Ursa.
Steady. I don't know what's happening. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
What the? Never seen anything like this.
Alduin Fury. Oanti Vogri Has Rixen
It's gaining its scales.
Kesalakanir. Coming near. Full side of Zuu. Korra.
They've noticed us.
No dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Zalukanir. Kredar. Jur.
I'm going to check that out.
We should probably take care of this dragon first.
I am Saloknir. Hear my voice and despair.
Try to use some of the boulders and such for cover.
I'm not afraid of you.
Delphine, you're just running in blind.
I see that mortals have become arrogant while I slept.
Quickly while it's down. I think we got it. This is what usually happens. Watch. Never get used to that feeling. It takes your breath away. We can find somebody that would love to buy these. Quite rare.
You really are Dragonborn.
Tried to tell you.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Well, I guess we'll start with the simple questions. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
Okay. The Blades. Don't they usually... No? Don't they, like, guard the Emperor, or used to? But who are they exactly?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
What do you know about the dragons coming back? Because from what we just witnessed, that is nothing that we could have prepared for. They spoke in a weird tongue, and that dragon, first of all, I was kind of taken back the fact that it claimed me to take the name Dova, which I'm still not sure what that means, because I don't speak that language. But it's just so much. Just tell me what you know, please. It's a giant headache.
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
I believe that I've seen it before. Whenever I passed by this old ruin, well, I guess not really a ruin, it's more like a town that had been destroyed. And it was escaping, at least it seemed, as soon as I was approaching. I'm not sure who it is, though.
Really? Where?
Helgen. I believe it's around the same time Ulfric escaped from the Imperials. At least that's how the story goes.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Well, what's our next move then?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers
not what
our
I
name
asked.
these days. We used to be known across town.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
But we never found one. Until now.
Yes, you've already told me this. I asked you what our next move was.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Alright. So, what makes you think the Thalmor are behind this? That seems like a lot of power for one group of people to hold. Especially if they're not dragon kin? Or dragonborn? Or any of these synonyms?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
So why would the Thalmor be after you then? Wouldn't they be after me? Because it seems like if they're bringing dragons back, they would want to go after the person who can kill them properly and dispose of them.
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
Okay. So, we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Do you have any ideas? Do you know where they could be stationed? Do you know any outposts that we could try to go ransack? Any informants that we can persuade? Anything.
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
How do we get into the Thalmor embassy then?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Alright. Guess we'll meet back at Riverwood. Right, let's go, girl. Yeah, it's another long ride back. Alright, finally made it. And eventually I'm going to settle down and not do so much traveling. Spend more time on a horse than I do just relaxing. Alright, girl. You know the deal. Right back. Hopefully. That's the plan.
Let me know if you want it.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
Okay, I don't know how you came at the same time I did. He really decided just to sleep on the floor. Alright, close the door. Hurry downstairs.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
You're not gonna come with me?
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
So, what's your plan? How do I get into the embassy?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
How can I trust this contact of yours? And how can you trust him? If he has the ability to get us into the embassy, that could potentially come back and bite us, and we don't need that sort of attention, nor that sort of bad luck right now. This is do or die.
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassadors' parties.
It makes me feel a little bit better. How we're going to get into this party, even with an invitation, there's got to be more to it. It's got to be more elaborate.
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Once I'm inside the embassy, then what? That place has got to be huge, crawling with guards, and I've never even stepped foot in this place nor even seen it. I'm just now finding out about these people.
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
Guess all that's left is I'll see you in Solitude once I meet this Malborn character.
Sounds good. Be careful.
Really don't want me down there. I guess I'll be... Actually, can you let me in? I was gonna leave some stuff here, but I'll just come back at a later time. She was set on not letting me down there. Guess off to Whiterun to catch a carriage and then off to Solitude.